Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're on part 9 of the Lords of the Fallen 100% walkthrough. Just to give you a quick recap of what happened in the previous video, we ended up making it through the small part of Upper Calrath right after we beat the Spurn Progeny. And we just got into the Sunless Skein Mines. We got caught up on the Tortured Prisoners quest, which we brought her the giant eyeball that's from the Spurn Progeny main boss. And we also got his flesh as well that we're going to need for Damarose's quest. And yeah, so right here at the vestige of Catrin in the Sunless Skein Mines, right here next to us is Byron, and we're going to progress his quest as well. There's an NPC named Winterberry that we're going to come in contact with, and she will be tied to his quest. And I'll talk about that later, but yeah, we're going to get going here, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. Thanks. Alright, so from here at the vestige of Catrin in the mines, we're going to talk to Byron here and exhaust his dialogue.
Where the hell's it gone? Whoever took it, I swear! This vestige, it marks where Catrin fell. She was a lamp bearer, like you, but far more than that. She was my love. I left a token here, in her memory. A pendant I gave her a long time ago, and now it's gone! It's all I have left! Catrin and I were both hallowed sentinels. It's hard to imagine now. She was astounding. We fell in love, and we embraced what we had, even though the Order forbids it. They found out and made sure we paid for our sin with agony. In the end, they thought we were dead. But it was only Catrin's heart stopped, and not for long, thanks to the umbral lamp. But even as a lamp bearer, eventually there came a day when she fell. And didn't rise again.
So we got the bemoaning gesture.
I'll find the bastard who took that pendant.
And that'll be
You find them first, you tell me. Understand? There'll be blood for this desecration.
That'll be the end of his dialogue right there. So once we've talked to him and we've rested, we're going to head back out here. And we are going to pull this switch, which is going to drain the water right here. So now we can get down here and grab these items. The Ring of Bones, animated Vigor Skulls, and another animated Vigor Skull. And the Ring of Bones, it increases maximum equip load, so it's very nice. So we're going to go into Umbral, and we're going to pop this belly right here. Get the Nartan Rune. Then we're going to take out this guy. And I don't know if I've told you yet, but you can soulflay them, and it'll give a prompt to right bumper, and you can do a death blow on them, which does a lot of damage. Alright, so once we take out him, we're going to go over and grab what he dropped. The Mask of Wrath, Tumul, Vigor Moth, Vestige Seed, Riostone Trio. We're going to head up here, and then drop down here and grab this item. You can just head around, actually. You don't need to go all the way up like that. With the animated Vigor Skull. And these do give you vigor too. They're mainly meant to get your withered health back. But yeah. Alright, so once we get that done and we've drained the water, it'll actually drop this thing right here, because normally this thing would be up top, and once you drop the water or drain the water, it'll drop it, and then we can come over here and drop down this. And now we can get through this area. So if you need to rest, make sure to go back and do that right now. And honestly, I'd highly recommend resting right up here, mainly because we're not going to come across a vestige for a little bit. So we're going to head right back out this way. And we're going to follow this path right here. We're going to grab this item right here. And there is going to be a fire knight right up here that's going to roll some barrels down. And we're going to get him with a ranged attack. And then we're going to head up this way. Pick up this guy. And then there's going to be a dog right over here that breathes fire. And a chest right here we can grab. Take the Sovereign Protector armor set. Once we grab that, we're going to head on through this way. Again, it would be helpful to be in Umbral right now. I guess it doesn't really matter, actually. We're going to pop this guy's bubble. And we're going to get him with a couple range attacks. Oh, that hit me. Take out this bird. Make sure to back away when she starts doing that attack. Grab her item. And actually, we can get out of Umbral right here. Once we do that, we're going to head down this way. Actually, we are going to need to go right back into Umbral. So, we're going to take out this Fire Knight. We got two guys on. So, we're going to head up here. Get them. Guys first. Pairing does come in handy in this game quite a bit. And it's fairly easy window to do it too. So once we kill that guy, we're going to grab this. And we're going to go into Umbral. And there is that Saintly Quintessence that I was telling you about. And we're going to roll right down there. Grab that. That is one that I did not know about for a while, so. And I believe we have to run all the way back. Head back to this way. We're gonna take a right. Go back through here. And we can just drop down. And then we're going to drop this ladder right here, which will be a shortcut for us. Which we should have done, and we wouldn't have to run around like that. So don't make that same mistake that I just did. Because literally after you grab that, you could just go up that ladder. Which is what it's for, so. And we're going to head up these stairs right here. along, we're going to grab this item. And once we drop down here, there's going to be a dog and a guy sitting right here. Make sure to grab this. Baron's ring. Which... Grenades and flasks cost less ammunition and deal additional damage. So, that's nice. We're going to pop this bubble right here. And once we grab that ring, we're going to head over this way, kill this guy. We're going to pull this switch. There, it's right here. Which will open up this gate right in front of us. And then we're going to come over here and talk to Winterberry, which is an NPC.
I'm Winterberry. You're my first customer today. I don't get many. I've got nice things, though. I like your lamp, but I know you won't trade it. A long time ago, I asked someone else who had a lamp like that if he'd trade it to me. And he called me a bad name and told me to go where he cut my head off. He was rude. There are lots of nasty people in Mornstead. But I'm quick and clever. And that's how I find so many amazing things to trade. I just found a necklace here in the mine. But you can't buy that. I'm keeping it for myself.
So we got the celebration
because I
gestures.
love it so much.
Okay, so you just heard her talk about getting a necklace that she found that she's not selling, and that is the necklace that Byron is looking for, that NPC that we just talked to a minute ago, and he's mad about it, so so we do need to go back to him and tell him about her having the necklace, but she does have some stuff that you can buy.
I've got a shop.
Some good stuff. So she's got the Barge Root Ring, which removes one spell slot, provides increased spell power. The Ring of Sanguine Might. Deal additional posture damage upon striking an enemy with inflicted with bleed. And then the Crossbowman's Ring, which crossbows bolts, cost less ammunition. And then the Anchorite's Ring. Gain increased defense while casting sorceries. So these are good things to have. And again, if you are getting the platinum, I can't express this enough, make sure that you are buying out everything in the merchant's shop. Any merchant. Just make sure you buy it all, just so you're, safe than sorry. That's what I ended up doing, and by the end of my third playthrough, I had damn near every single item that I needed, and almost every single weapon and armor set. There was some I needed to farm, but yeah, and she does have rebirth paralysis, so you can use these to respec your character. This is the pendant that she stole from Byron, and we can't buy it. If you do try to buy it, she won't let you.
I'm keeping it for myself. Because I love it so much.
Yeah. So, and you can buy some Briostone pairs, which we're going to buy a couple. Vestige Seeds, Vestige Moth, Lucky Paws, boost discovery rate, and Hysteria Pendant, increases spell power. So, after we talk to her, that would be the direction we need to progress, but we're going to head back over to Byron. And you do end up seeing Winterberry, this NPC right here, later into the depths, and that used to be her only location when the game first came out, and then they added this new location in for her, so that way she's closer to Byron, and it's a little bit easier to get, between them, that way you're not having to travel so far to get back to both of them. And so yeah, it makes it a lot easier. So once we talk to her, we're going to head back over to Byron. And if you have a Vestige Moth, you can just fast travel over there, and we're just going to run. And you're going to want to do this before progressing into Upper Calrath in the next area, because there is an elevator that I'll show you, and if you progress and go up there and open the door, it'll lock you out of their quest completely, and he will end up killing her, and yeah, it just ruins the quest. So, and I will warn you from that, but I'm just saying, if you are in this area right now, just do the quest. It's very easy to progress. So
The thief's naught but an umbral-afflicted girl. That lamp's rotted your brain. Does this place look like somewhere a child could survive? Oh, I suppose I've seen stranger things in my time. All right. If there's a chance that's the case, then when I find her, I'll stay my hand. At least long enough to be sure. If you write about this, the thought of a poor girl down there alone in the dark, Katrin wouldn't have ignored such a plight. And she'd not see me do so either. If you write the thought of Katrin wouldn't have ignored such a plight.
Make sure you exhaust her his dialogue, and we're just gonna rest real quick. And they are not gonna move until we go up to Upper Calrath, to the elevator I was telling you about. Once you've exhausted his dialogue, you've gone to her, talked to her about it, came back to him, and exhausted his dialogue again, and what we just got from him. You are good to progress to the next area. Just make sure you do that before progressing there, or else, like I said, it'll lock you out of the quest. So, and I will end up showing you the elevator. We might get there in this video. Put some holy salts on. We're gonna have to fight this Fire Knight again. And he's going to get a little extra hard being a lamp bearer now. We're gonna have to take out these enemies one more time. Quick. Okay, so we've got this gate open now that we opened right on the other side of this. We'll grab the map of Calrath Cistern, and we're gonna kill these guys real quick. And we're gonna go into Umbral. And this door right here, we're not going to be able to open until we go down to the mines. Or not the mines, the depths. So once we get to this ladder, we're going to head up here. And you're going to need to be an umbral, or at least use your lamp to be able to cross over this. And we're going to grab the Sunless Skein key right here, which is going to go out to that door at the first vestige that we were at that I mentioned before. That'll lead out to the extra area in Lower Calrath in the fire area. Alright, so once we grab that, we're going to head on through. There's going to be 2 enemies right around this corner. We're just going to rush them. And I believe that's everything. And we're gonna plant a vestige seed right here. And we're gonna rest real quick, and there is gonna be a mini boss coming up that we're gonna fight. and if you look down this way, that is going to lead down to the depths. So we're going to actually go down there in the next video, I believe. So but we're going to come up here, and right here, if you walk in here, this is where the Skin Stealer mini boss is going to be. And you do have to beat this boss, and he is a little difficult, not too bad, but as you can see, it's a very small area that you're working with, so you kind of have to make the best of it. And he is weak to holy damage, poison, and bleed, and he does have 5 attacks. The main attack I would watch out for is the Ignited Double Blade Charge. It's like this charged up attack he does with his blades, and I would just roll through it, because I don't think it's blockable, but like he does do like massive fire damage. So, and he's got 5 attacks: the Charge Strike, Double Blade Charge, the Ignited Double Blade Charge, and Double Blade Combo, and Dash Lunge. So he has 4 arms with 4 blades, and he mainly uses just the 2 cleavers. But yeah, I would focus on trying to get behind him as much as you can, and just rolling through his attacks. And he's not very difficult, like I said, so... I don't do the best in this fight, I'll admit. The Bucket Lord is going to be helping me because I started his quest, and that is going to be for another video, mainly because there is no achievements or trophies for this quest, and I'd rather just put in another video because it's kind of long. But yeah, we're going to get started here.
While I stand, you never stand alone.
And this attack right here is the charged fire lunge that I was telling you about. So you want to watch out for that because it does a lot of damage. Like I said, just try to get on his backside as much as you can. As you can see, he knocked me down. His attacks do a lot of damage, and he's going to do that 1-2 attack almost every single time. So, besides his charged fire attack. So. And I believe this is the only summon that you can get. It'll help you. Obviously, he's not that hard to where you're going to need it. So we get the drainage control key, Skin Stealer Spears, Skin Stealer Gloves, and I didn't see the last item, but... Again, he's kind of difficult, especially when you have a helper like that for you. It does make the boss a little bit more difficult. So we're going to grab the Pride of the Bucket Lord's item, which is going to be for the Bucket Lord that just helped us. After we do that, we're going to rest here. Alright, so from here, don't go up this elevator yet, because if you go up it and go through the door, it does lock you out of some quests. I guess right now we've already progressed the quest enough, so it will be okay. But we're not going to go down there yet. We're just going to go down into the depths first. Okay, so before we go down that way, there is a mini-boss right over here that we're going to fight. So we're going to go into Umbral. And be prepared, because you do have to be in Umbral this whole fight to be able to fight them. So make sure you've got enough health and to get enough build to take these guys on. It's going to be... grab this real quick. Get the Nahuta polearm, which is a good weapon. I believe it's a wither weapon. But there are these Grim Reaper guys right down here. There's going to be 3 of them that you're going to have to fight. As you're killing the first one, a second one will come in. And then once you're almost done, I think when you're done with the first one, another one will come in too. So, and you cannot plunge attack on this guy. You can, but it's not going to do any damage to him. So, yeah, just letting you know that. We're going to put... Radiance weapon and the healing radiance. Alright, so let's put this on our weapon. Maybe take a unripe berry. And you've fought these guys before, so it's pretty straightforward how to take them on. Just once they come up, you're going to want to roll like that. Oh, missed that one. Taking 2 on is a little bit more stressful. You're going to want to focus on one of them mainly, and just try to roll through their attacks, get behind them, block their attacks, parry it. There we go. Just make sure to roll when he comes up out of the ground. Oh, that was close. God damn, we're taking a lot of damage here. Watch out for that spin attack, because it does a lot of damage. There we go. So you get the right hand bringer of Stillness Sword, Stillness Hood, and a couple other things. So the right hand sword you can get from this boss fight, and if you go farm those guys, just wherever they show up around the game, you can get the left hand one, which obviously if you are going for all weapons or any of that achievement, you're going to want to get the left one. And like I said, you can farm them from the Grim Reapers themselves. So we're going to grab this. It's going to be Marco's Axe, which is a good strength weapon. And there's nothing up that way. It's kind of blocked off right there. Alright, so we're actually going to head back up to the vestige seed that we planted right before the skin stealer. And we're going to head back to the Sky Rest. We're going to upgrade our health real quick with Pieta.
Our holy work continues, Lamp Bearer.
So we can do it twice.
Fellow sanctified vessel, may Aureus' divine radiance flow.
If you're struggling, maybe
and into you.
obviously do it sooner than I did.
Our holy work continues, fellow sanctified vessel. May Aureus' divine radiance flow through me and into you.
Alright. And if we hit talk, you can give her the odd stone. But for right now, we're not going to be needing that. At the end of the Umbral ending, there is going to be a boss we're going to fight. And we'll get a remembrance. And the weapon that she gives us, or that we can buy, if you use that weapon with this weapon I'm using, Pieta's sword, you can give her the odd stone and it'll give you like a special attack that you can use. And it's pretty cool. It's got like a badass AoE that like splashes across the ground, and it's really cool. I'll show you when we get there. So make sure,
in Radiance, Judgment.
if you are doing the all trophies run, make sure to buy everything in his store as far as like armor and the ring and weapons. We are going to wait to get this Pilgrim's Birch Key. Like I said in like maybe a few videos ago, we are going to end up getting it without having to pay for it. Eventually, Stoneman will move to a different area and he drops the key for us. So right now we don't have to pay 18,000 just to get it. But yeah, make sure that you buy everything in here. If you don't have a lot of vigor to spend, then obviously wait. But I'd highly recommend buying all this stuff when you have
Our
the chance.
Immaculate Lady will bring redemption.
Let's see if we can buy it.
In Radiance, judgment.
So we're gonna buy the 2 gloves, the helmet, 2 pants, and we can't buy these yet, but we're gonna come back and get it.
Our Immaculate Lady will bring redemption.
And this isn't gonna be like, once he leaves, you will end up seeing him again, so it's not gonna be the last time that you'll come in contact with him. And on the next main boss fight, we are going to be summoning Kukujin, which is right down here in this room. We weren't able to do it on the Spurn Progony main boss. Mainly, it's just because you can't summon anyone for that help. So we're going to upgrade our Umbral Lamp. At this point, you should have at least 1 Antediluvian Chisel. And there is an item in her shop that we're going to end up having to buy, which is called the Umbral Clump, which is going to be 50 Umbral Scourings. It's kind of a lot, but you have to get it to be able to do the Umbral ending that we're doing. So, alright, so... And again, with his shop, make sure you buy
serve a higher purpose,
all the weapons
Crusader.
and armor that are in here. We're just going to save up, that way we can do that. And if you already have some of the stuff...
Strive in darkness, in light.
Obviously, you don't have to do that if you already have some of it. So, alright, we're going to get ahead. And actually, we have a chip room tablet that we're going to give Gerlinda. And that'll add an extra rune for a weapon.
So the tablets are all here.
Just one more left.
Traveler, there is often no greater misjudgment than power being placed in the hands of one unfit for it. And Gerlinda's calloused hands and heart will only bring misery with the power of the rune. The final tablet. Bring it to me.
No funny ideas. As long as you're wearing those manacles, Gerlinda's already learning so she'll see those idiots back in Sturlevo choke on their birds.
Another like you roams Mornstead, a man I encountered long ago. A burden which has only increased enormously and taken a heavy toll. And prolonged exposure to that obscure force so baneful to humanity.
Enough chit-chat.
Alright, so obviously if you need to upgrade your weapon, do that. We don't have any more regular stones right now, so but we are going to be getting more in this area that we're coming up in right now, so we'll be able to come back and upgrade our catalyst and our weapon. Alright guys, we're actually going to wrap things up right there. We managed to get quite a bit done today. We finished up with the Sunless Skein Mines, and we just got into Calrath Cistern, where we fought the Skin Stealer and the Bringer trio. And I'm glad we got those bosses done. Like I said, they aren't too hard, but the Bringer trio is a little stressful with all 3 of those guys coming at you. But yeah, we got it covered, and we just got a couple quests progressed and gave the chip room tablet to Gerlinda, so we're getting some good stuff done here. But yeah, in the next video, we're going to be going down to the Revelation Mines, and we're going to be exploring that area. We might be fighting the main boss down there in the next video. I'm not quite sure yet, but yeah. We'll see, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching.